Alright, so, it does look a little unbalanced right in this area, so I've decided to pop in something right here, and I'm just going to start working out a shape. And kind of sketching in, kind of a shape of maybe some kind of rose. And I love those roses that have some kind of really sharp edges. Anytime you get sharp edges on a rose, it looks kind of, dangerous, deadly. And then I'm going to have some kind of vine that goes around. And I can decide where I want to wrap this. Okay, I like maybe bring this in front, so I'm just going to continue with the idea that this is going to wrap, and then wrap a couple times around the blade, and then go back and back of it, then around, and around over here. Now, if you are drawing the exact same thing I am, please note, this is only a lesson in kind of thinking, okay? Don't start drawing the exact same dagger with rose with heart. What I want you to do is start just sketching ideas out. And what's great about something like this is 100% of the time they're going to ask for some kind of banner. And they're going to either have their kid's name in it, or their daughter's name, or their sister's cousin's former roommate name. And this just is a lot of tweaking it around, but this could be a very good backdrop for any of those other ones. So that's kind of what I almost designed now, is the idea that it's going to change, and it's probably going to change a lot. So make it so this is one of those add-ons to a tattoo rather than the whole tattoo itself. You're going to find that if you do a whole bunch of banners, hey, great. You got a whole bunch of your own banners at your disposal, and you can trace those out. If you do a whole bunch of daggers, a whole bunch of different style hearts, if you do a whole bunch of different style flowers, you're going to have this arsenal of tattoo flash that is in your own style, and you're not going to be reliant on some stupid trailer park trash tattoo that came off the wall of some tattoo parlor. Not to say that that flash has got a cool appeal to it, but think about how many people have got that tattoo, right? Okay, so let's see what we got here. And what I'm looking at is balance. Am I looking here? See, as there's some balance that is occurring here. So I got this cool leaf here to kind of balance it out. I think what I'm going to do now is just put this all on one layer, and then take the opacity down. Okay, and then make a new layer. Okay, so this is where I kind of work on line work and just use that whole background as a silhouette. I make a really small brush, and then a number 19, which is hard. Okay. I need the opacity and flow all the way up. I don't want to work with any kind of gradient. And the idea here is to be able to make some good line work. And still come out with a pretty fresh design. Now what I love about doing this on the computer is it is very, very cool to do it, because remember, I'm drawing at 50 by 50. So if you're doing tattoos and you're drawing 50 by 50, what happens when I shrink it down to 6 by 6? Yes, that's right. It becomes unbelievably ungodly detailed. Okay. Now keep in mind, you know, that amount of detail is fine as long as you're doing single needle work, and you know that's what I like doing, single needle work. But not everybody does single needle work. So if you're going to sell this as flash, let's say you're doing some of this as a tattoo flash, you should probably always do it in a way that a person with a 3 needle can do that also. Okay, so I'm just sketching some lines out here. I know this shouldn't be my sketch phase, but sometimes, you know, I might have several different phases. This might just be my preliminary concept phase and not my line work phase. And I can cut back on that using my eraser. Yeah, so I've decided this is going to be my preliminary sketching phase to get the detail. Then I'll probably have to have one more phase for the line work. More in the next video, as I all I'm doing is going in here and concepting this out. That's the stage that you should be at too. Teaching this stuff via video is really, really kind of, you know, you have to be one of these students that can use and apply, or watch and apply. So, you know, you might watch this and say, well, what do I do? But, you know, look at my stages. That's probably what I want to show you, or I want to teach you the most about, is the stages that I go through. So I went through the rough concept stage with the silhouette in the background. My next stage is kind of a preliminary sketch over that shadow. Alright, once I get that done, I'll have another stage for you, and I'll show you that in the next video.